3, 2, 1, and however it takes to this process bar to finish, and we're done. We are live now. So hello, everybody. Victor, Martha, Brian. Well, so hello, we are starting this transmission. We are very happy to have you here, Martha. It is an honor for us, for the country, in this case, Mexico, is this first edition, and to our school, Sala de Audio, which is the student section that is hosting this event. So thank you very much for being in here, and we are so happy to see you and listen to you. And well, so I give the microphone to you or Victor. I don't know, to you. Yes, yes. I actually have to remind everyone that are watching the live stream to connect to the Audio Movers link, which is in the video description in the post, and it's also for the people inside this Zoom webinar is in the chat. But yeah, it we can hear you, and we can hear you very well. Martha, please could you just while you're speaking, also turn on the Zoom microphone. I mean, we can still hear you in the audio movers, but just to.
Okay. How's that? Do I need to say everything I just said again?
No, we can hear you double. Just well, no,
How about now? It's fine.
still.
You're
Yeah.
hearing me double?
Yeah, but you know what? It was fine before. Just in Zoom, people don't hear you, but they don't have to hear you in Zoom while they have the audio movers link. So don't worry about it.
Okay. Let's keep trying.
Sorry. No, now it's okay, and just ignore them. Yeah.
Not according to plan. We keep smiling, and we accept it as fate saying, try something new. Prueba algo nueva. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Es una oportunidad to try something new. So if that happens, if I step on a cable, I don't scream and yell and curse. I just say, okay, it's meant to end there, and I start something new. And now I'm going to end my musical set with a piece called Café Mars.
Yes. We have a question from Isabel Cleopath. And oh, we actually have another question from Alejandro Peralta. Hola, Alex. He's actually one of the, well, he was my teacher, and he's saying, do you think that the audio engineer need understand or know about music? Yeah. Yes. Um, we can't hear you.
How about now?
Yes, now.
Okay. Sorry, folks. We're just getting the hang of the microphone. What I have to mute and. Okay, so you just heard what I played, right, on the audio?
Yes.
Okay. So that's 6 tracks, 3 tracks from the original, which you have no idea what that is yet, because it's all, I've used effects and plugins and I've chopped it up and done some looping and editing. And then I added just 3 of, let me solo out what I added on my voice. And when I am creating en mi proceso creative, sorry, I'm going to get this yet. I experiment. I put sounds down, I move them around. I can move this over here and see what it sounds like. Right, so just experimenting with colors, colores de sonidos. And now let me go to these tracks. For you audio folks, let me show you what's going on. So, yes, as a musician, I have to pretend I'm a little bit of an audio pro to dig in there and I use the technology as a collaborator. So I don't let the technology tell me what to do. I experiment until I find something that I like, a sound that I like. And now I'm going to play. You have no idea what these tracks are, right? You can sort of tell. Now I'm going to take all the plugins off. Actually, I'm just going to mute it. These are the plugins, which is the same sounds that I have in my pedals, right? So this is one sound that I like a lot, crystals. It goes reverse. And that is what I have. My viola tracks are processing through these effects through my pedal board, and these are being processed through the plugins. So I'm turning the crystals off on that one. Oops, let's see. And hopefully you can hear what this is. So you're hearing on this track, which by the way, it was sent to me as a drum track, and Oftentimes it's the drums that bleed into the piano, but somehow this time the piano was bleeding into the drums. So, but when you put it on the crystals, it becomes insects. And same thing. Let me turn that off. That's just the bass, 2 tracks of bass. And I'll show you originally what it sounded like. Okay. So, comments, questions? My students can go if you want to. Thanks for coming. I think now we take some questions. All right, now see what the questions are.
Okay, we have, well, an anonymous question asking why 2 H9s?
Because because I love the H9. For me, the H9 has so much, the quality is very high. And so I can do a lot with one, but I love to have the 2 because they balance out in quality, and then I can combine sounds. So however thousands of sounds, I can have millions of different sounds by combining them. Like like an artist, right? That combines colors, and you can have as many different colors as you keep going back and mixing paint. So also, I feel like I'm in the chef in the kitchen, in la cocina, and I'm cooking, cocinando, with different sabores, always changing, trying a little more, un poco más sal, un poco más azúcar, limón, depende. So I'm always trying. I'm always exploring sounds to see how they go with my ideas. And if I'm writing solo or for orchestra, I have written for orchestra, concert band, or string quartet. It really depends. Sometimes I have a story. So
Okay.
that's why I use two H9s. That's a long story.
And Alejandro Peralta is saying, thank you very much, Martha. It is very important for me hear that from a person with your experience.
Thank you. Thank you. I've been working with music and technology for a long time, and it keeps evolving because technology keeps changing. You know, when I started 25 years ago, I had a big rack mount, right? All my effects were in the rack. In fact, that's how I first discovered Eventide, was in the studio. I used an H3000. Probably most of you folks know that. And I always wanted to have those kind of sounds. And so having the opportunity to have them as pedals and have them as plugins is amazing. So the sky is the limit. And I just, as long as I can keep playing, because I can still play in an orchestra and I can still play Bach or Beethoven or Mozart or jazz or David Bowie. Also, so I just want to show you as well. So this is from No Ordinary Window. This is the sheet music. Okay, I wanted to show you how I notate. Next time I'll have a screenshot. But in the performance notes, you see, yo tengo que explicar, I have to explain what all the effects are, right? And then I took screenshots of the effects, so you can see, hard to see, how much reverb, how much harmonization, etc. If you want to see this, I can send you this if you're curious to see how I notate. And in the music, por ejemplo, this was what I played before the last movement of No Ordinary Window.
We can't hear you right now. Yeah.
Okay, now it should be back. Yes.
Thank you.
So this is why we try things. Things are unplugging because I have to be compact for you to be able to see. So I'm sorry, I keep stepping on my pedals, on the wires. No, I wanted to demonstrate. So that's the difference. When I add the effect, and just to give you an idea what that effect is, that's a shimmer effect, and so it's a reverb that adds. I'll show you. I can control my pedals through the iOS on my iPad, and so I can change the size of the room, delay, decay, pitch, tempo, the mix. So a lot of things in there, so it takes me a lot of time sometimes to figure it out. ¿Más preguntas?
Yes, we have another question. Well, it is an anonymous. Hello, what advice could you give to the students? And we have another 3 more questions, so we have plenty for now.
What advice? Okay. The advice that I would give, knowing that I'm speaking with audio students and musicians, is number one, always be listening and always try to collaborate when possible. Because in collaboration sometimes comes new ideas and new sounds that you never would have thought of on your own. So always have an open mind. Go with your passion. Pasión es muy importante. Believe in yourself. Believe that you can succeed. And be good people. I know you are, but in the end, karma gets you. So be good to each other. That's my best advice.
Okay, thank you. And another question from Rodrigo Favela. Why do you think so many academic musicians are a little or a lot afraid of technology?
Yeah, very good question. And this is something that, why I do this, I do workshops, I go to schools to show the teachers, because the students are not afraid of technology. So we have to get over that. We've been doing this for many, many, many years. And I think they're afraid they're going to blow something up. They're afraid of their computers. They're going to type the wrong thing and then they lose everything. You have to get over the fear, right? That's a big barrier. So the way that I learned is I just tried. I failed, I unplugged, I keep going. I figure out how the next time to make it better, to try new sounds, to listen to more music. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. And another question from Marco Santana. How important is the communication between producers or engineers and musicians?
Very, very good question. So when I go into the studio as a musician, it depends. Depende, okay? If you're the big star, the big solo artist, you get to tell everybody how you want to sound and what to change, and you're the boss. When you're a session musician, a músico de sesión, like if I go in to play a string quartet that's backing up David Bowie, we can only sound the best that we can. And we can tell the people that the microphone is in the wrong place because I'm going to keep banging into it, right? So they have to know where to place the microphones. With each different instrument, you know, mic placement is very important. The important part is when you listen back, and that's when they ask the musicians to come into the room and to listen, because the musicians know. We know if we play out of tune. We know if we hit another string. We can tell if the balance is not right. So, but you have to know your place in the totem pole. So it's a lot of experience to know. If you're a student, if you're an intern, assume that you don't know anything and let the professionals just watch and listen. And that is the best way to learn, and that is the best way to get along and collaborate. So asking questions and seeing how other people do their work.
Thank you very much, Martha. Another last question. Who is that score for? I guess it is the one you showed us? And what musicians accompany you live, or is it for just technical stuff?
Well, in this particular piece, this is a solo electric viola, and it's electric viola and effects processing. Even that it says H9, that was the original, but I changed it because the point is that with a score like this, you could have any equipment. You can even do it in a computer. You just have to know how much reverb, how much delay. So it's like, again, it's like a recipe. So that's what this score is about. Plus the notes, the original notes that you play, and then the effects on top of the notes, and how to use the looping pedal. Also, there's quite a lot in there.
Okay, thank you very much. And Victor Stern is saying, hello, Martha, and thanks very much for this opportunity to listen to you. My question would be the following. What would you say to students about the need to plan every little step of any performance or show in order for it to be successful, even when we are talking about a show that has improvisation as its main attraction?
Yeah, great, very good question. And you saw, like, actually, I'm going to admit to you that I probably had more technology issues today than I have had in the past 3 years because I'm in a small space and I kept stepping on things. But the trick is you can be as prepared as possible. You can have every single down to the minute, but guaranteed something is going to go kaplooey. And you're going to have to figure it out on stage. What happened? Did my pedal go out? Is my tuner on my guitar? Is something just stopped working? Do I have to restart the computer? So the point is to be prepared and know that something is going to go wrong. And where the difference between a professional and a non-professional is how you deal with those. And I always say, as an improviser, I have a lot of experience. I've been doing this a long time, but I also am happy to impart this to teachers, to students, to performers, to accept if there's a mistake as an opportunity and move on and work with it. Maybe that comes into your show. Or maybe you just know that I better not step on that pedal next time, or I better tape up this patch cable. So it's always it's experience. You have to understand. It's all experiencia.
Yeah, that's right. I guess that's one of the wonders of music and audio environment. Thank you. There are no more questions for now.
Okay. So, well, thank you very much to Cesar Lamstein for inviting me from the Audio Engineering Society in Latin America, and John Crivet, and to Eventide for sponsoring me, and to all of you, keep making me sound good. That's the best thing. Keep collaborating. It's all a process. And good luck to everybody.
Okay, thank you very much. And we are very pleased to have you here and to listen to you and learn from you. And well, that's it. Thank you very much. And your students who were here before, I guess they must be very excited about this too.
I hope so. It's something they don't usually get to see their professor step out and do this, so I'm glad they had the chance.
Cesar Lamstein is saying, thank you very much, Martha, in Facebook.
Okay. I'll look into Facebook later. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you. It was a pleasure. And it'll be better next time.
Yeah, I'm sure about that. We actually learned a lot today about many, many things. And it is actually very interesting because right now, having a pandemic and all, the things you thought they were like in one way, right now making live transmissions is a whole new different thing, and there are a lot more of troubleshootings to figure it out. And well, it's part of the show.
Yes, it is. And I'm going to say that before March, I knew how to plug in. I had my pedal board. I didn't know how to make a little stage. I put my lights up. This is my production studio. Um, I don't think you can see, but my second camera, the camera that's up there, it's very funny. This one that I discovered. It's an app. That's my cell phone on top of a table, on top of a music stand. And that's how I get that angle. I learned all of this in about 2 weeks because I knew that this was how I was going to have to be functioning for, I don't know, the time being. So I have a nice, comfortable space, a little tight because of the angle, but I keep changing.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Cesar, and
Thanks, Brian, and
Victor.
thanks to Carla, especially. You guys are real team players.
Thank you
Thank you
very
very
much.
much.
And the Ija, right, one of your students, it's saying, thank you for allowing the class to watch. It was wonderful experience to see Professor Mooke in a different setting.
Yeah, don't expect this next Tuesday. I'll be very strict.
Well, thank you very much. If you don't mind, we would like to take like a picture just to remember this special occasion. It's just gonna be like a screenshot,
Yeah, great.
really. But so everybody smile on 3, 2, 1. There we go. Thank you very much to everybody. And well, that's it.
Thank you. So that was fun. An odd sort of way.
Okay.